This is my shorts channel that went viral in just 7 days, and I'm here to prove that it was not luck. So in this video, I'm opening a brand new channel and I will make it go viral in just 7 days. I already have decided on my niche, which is about SpongeBob, but we aren't just going to copy their content. From just doing some research on TikTok, I noticed this trend about SpongeBob fan theories. Another check I've done is come across to YouTube, which is taking the existing viral fan theories to create our own mini episodes. And this is all in efforts to entertain fans to make us go viral. That was active in the past. Having an aged YouTube channel that is at least 1 week old is essential to get views. Since my account is old, we need to do some updates. Firstly, the name. I like to name my channel something relevant to my niche, so I'm going to call this updated. We need to create channel assets to give a brand to our channel. I recommend only dedicating 15 minutes to creating these assets. Okay, the 18 minutes is done. We went slightly over time. It's now time to create our first short. And this is the most important step because it's actually from a fan theory that I found on TikTok, and this formed the basis of my script because it had to be written in SpongeBob's perspective, which started off by generating a SpongeBob voiceover. Using TikTok to find clips is so underrated for faceless content. I then cut up all the clips together. Finally, I finish off the short with sound effects and then captions. It's upload time. For descriptions, we're just going to reword our title and then add a hashtag shorts. Next, I need to select that this content is not made for kids, so I don't end up on YouTube Kids. Now, tags. These are important if you're uploading your first short, so I'm just going to add some that are relevant to our 12,000 views, which is the best case scenario for the first 24 hours on your first short. More importantly, we got over 100 subscribers from just 12,000 views, which is actually average. I know your short performs, and if it starts to flatline in views, that is when we create our next short. This short still has not flatlined. But what I want to draw your attention to is our retention stats. Even though our short is 41 seconds long, we are still getting a very high average view, as this metric alone is the sole reason why any YouTube short goes viral.
Day 6.
But we are now here to make a comeback. The good thing is though, is our first short has now fine because it was about the Krabby Patty formula, which is a very popular topic. Then it was Patty formula, which I think will appeal to a much wider audience compared to our first short, and I am slightly nervous about how this short is going to perform because as you can see, our second short is performing better than our first. But if I go into the analytics, you will see how positive the chart is looking. We got one push into the algorithm where the short is going to take us. Besides our views though, our short got 69 subscribers, which is currently less than our first short. Our AVD is slightly lower than our first short, but you need to remember that this short is slightly longer, sitting at just under 50 seconds. Really positive for when we start worrying about monetizing our channel is our audience tab. It's day 12 now, which means we are beyond the first 7-day period. But all of the work for this has been performing very well. We are sitting at 43,000 views and the short has been consistently pushed. Once again, we are seeing this exponential growth on our chart, which is a very promising sign. As
the following day.
So our channel just received the worst notification that you can receive on, which means our content can only be found on YouTube Kids now. And let me show you the impact that this has had on our views already. Our short immediately flatlined after getting 50,000 views, and I will because I obviously didn't create this content just for children. I saw TikTok shorts and long form videos about the fan theories that weren't just for younger audiences. And I am confused about and hope now. So the appeal got rejected. And now you can see where our shorts channel has ended up today. Our second short ended up getting over 200,000 views since it was eventually pushed. Intuition, this was a short that had so much potential, like getting that initial movement after the first 24 hours and then pushing on to over 50,000 views. To me, this channel has been a failure though. Some might consider 200,000 views in 7 days as a great result, but the reality with me is that I always plan to get millions of views within the first week of creating a short. There is always a silver lining. Like if you open a channel and it just flops, you still did you actually use retention techniques to edit your shorts? These are the types of creating content that could be for whatever reason considered for children. You must know that creates content that could be considered for children. If you want to get over 200,000 views on your second short uploaded, or even over 10 million views like I have done in the past,